Hello, welcome to a video on my Funko haul. Now, the original plan for this video was not this, and you can probably tell because he's an odd one out. And that's because the original plan was to go over Funko's 10th anniversary merchandise. However, due to reasons that a lot of international fans come into, the marionette Funko Pop and the Golden Freddy plush was very hard to get. Now, when I say very hard to get, the marionette Funko Pop just went out of stock straight away from the Funko Europe website and any other website that sold them. However, the Golden Freddy plush just never came into stock at all. It's on the Funko Europe website and it says notify me, but it just never got released by Funko Europe. So I've had to sort of switch it around. Now, when I was waiting for these 10th anniversary stuff to release, thankfully the Foxy statue came into stock, so I was able to make a video. So let's actually have a look at what we've got here. So we've got the Withered Golden Freddy Funko Pop that was released. We've also got the Golden Freddy collectible statue and the Foxy collectible statue. Now I'm going to start off with the Withered Golden Freddy Funko Pop, just to get that out of the way. It's the smaller one and probably the easiest to get out of the box. And then I'll move on to the Golden Freddy statue and then finally finish off with the Foxy statue. So let's actually have a look at Golden Freddy. This is the second Golden Freddy Funko Pop to ever be released by Funko, and the first one was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, so it's about £2 to buy at best, and honestly I don't think it looks very good. It's literally gold, like golden, whereas with this one he's more of a yellow colour, more accurate to his game design. And I think this has got to be one of the best looking Funko Pops Funko's released in terms of Five Nights at Freddy's. Like, look at him. He looks so good. So let's actually have a look at him in the box. So the box is just your standard usual Funko box. You've got the 10th anniversary sign symbol there, just to signify that it is the 10th anniversary pop. And it's just obviously your standard name on the side, design at the back. Now, there's no other Funko Pops in the set other than the marionette, but I guess it's its own little thing. And then obviously you got him on the side. Now let's actually get him out. I've not actually gotten him out yet, and I've been sitting on this pop for a good few months since he released. So I'm excited to see what he looks like outside the box. So here he is in all his glory out of his box. Now this is my first time seeing him out of the box, and I just think he looks so good. He looks so sad and so cute. Like, from what I can tell, I've got nothing bad to say about this pop. Now, obviously, if I go into detail and get him off the box and start looking at him more nitpicky-ish, then I could probably find something to criticise, but just looking at him now, he's perfect. Like, there's a rumour, and I think it is true, that Funko are releasing a full set of Withered versions of, like, the animatronics. Obviously, they released Withered Bonnie, which is so hard to get, by the way. It's another pop that's hard to get. And if these Withered animatronics that they release in the new wave looks anything like him, I'll be thoroughly pleased. Now, personally, in the past year or so, I've not really been excited over Funko Pops. I haven't really been buying them at all. However, I was so excited to get him. I love Golden Freddy anyway, he's my favourite character, but he just looks so good, and I'm so glad I managed to get my hands on one of these, because honestly, he's worth it. He looks so good. Now, I've started getting into U2's, like the U2's figurines, and that's mostly because they're a little bit more creative with their designs and stuff like that. They just look so good, well, compared to what Funko were producing at the time, and it just felt a little bit worthwhile the money I was spending. However, Funko in the past year or so have started getting a bit more experimental with how they pose their Funko Pops. I'm so glad he's in the sitting position, because usually the old Golden Freddy figure, he's just standing there like your usual Funko Pop pose. So I'm glad that Funko are starting to get a bit less rigid with how they design their pops. Obviously, he's still got the iconic big head and the black eyes, but they are starting to pose them a little bit more. And he just looks great, doesn't he? He does look boss. I love the wires and everything that's coming out of him. He's also colourful, if you know what I mean. Like, he's still a bit darkish, weird looking, but he's still very colourful. Like, he'd pop out on a shelf. If you put him on a shelf, he'd be like, you'd notice him. Do you know what I mean? Now, like I said, if I wanted to criticise this pop, personally, I'd have to get nitpicky, and I've already noticed something, and it's a bit of the glue here. Yeah, oh god, sorry. It's a bit of the gluish here. So where they've obviously tried to stick the microphone in, I think it's glue or it could be paint. It's one of them. It's sort of sticking out, but it's not noticeable at all. Like I said, you'd have to be nitpicky with it to criticise it. I think it's a brilliant pop, and if you can, and if they are still available, get one of these. I think this is one of the most worthwhile pops that Funko's released in quite a while, personally. Like I said, I stopped collecting Funko Pops but I had to get him, and I was excited for him, and I'm glad I am, because now that he's out the box, he looks even better. I do love him. So yeah, that was the Wither Golden Freddy pop. Next, we're gonna move on to the Golden Freddy collectible statue. Now I'm just gonna get him out the box. I'll go through the box and then I'll go through the figure, because believe it or not, he's a pain to get out. I've had him out before and he is a pain, but he's a good pain. So let's just get him out and let's have a look at him. Here's the box. So on the front of it, we just got a big photo of the statue with FNAF with, you know, the classic FNAF 2 office in the background, like always. That's always been a running theme with FNAF Funko merch. It's always been the FNAF 2 office, never the FNAF 1. So obviously got the 10th anniversary logo on there. At the side, you got the 10 years anniversary logo again. By the way, this applies for both sides, by the way. So on the other side, it's the exact same logo. And then again, once again on the back, it's Golden Freddy in all his glory. So very simple, but yeah, great looking box. With the obviously the logos in the back. Now, so yeah, like before, not much to say about the box. With Funko, the boxes are very simplistic, whereas with YouTubes, you have all like little intricate details and stuff, and I can make a whole video on their boxes. However, with Funko, their sort of glory comes with the merchandise that's inside the box. So let's actually have a look at Golden Freddy. So here he is, out of the box in all his glory. Now, before we actually get on to looking at the figurine, I just want to say, right, he caused so much mayhem when I tried to order him. So originally, I ordered him from HMV. Now, HMV is like the equivalent of Hot Topic, I think, in the USA. So I tried to order him from there, and at the time he was a pre-order on HMV. And that's because obviously HMV might get the stock in a little bit later than most. Now, it got to the point where people were starting to receive their Golden Freddy statue from the likes of Funko and stuff in this country. Now, I was like, oh, alright then, HMV must be having a problem. So I went on the website and had a look at the orders and that. And I had two separate orders for him, right? One had failed and the other one had gone through, but I'd only pressed the order option once. So I was getting a bit of mixed messages from HMV. Now at this point, as far as I was aware, he was sold out on Funko Europe and on Amazon. So I was a bit stuck. And I don't know what made me actually go on Funko Europe that day, because there was nothing on Funko Europe at FNAF. Like, it was going through that phase where it was like those I'll put it on the screen what I mean. They were the only things that were on the website at the time. So I don't know what made me go on this website, and he was there. He'd just come back into stock, and I thought, right, I'm gonna have to order him just in case HMV is at a bit of a bum moment. So I cancelled my order on HMV and ordered him. Now, this is not where the story ends for him being a chaos merchant. So when like he was set to be delivered, he was getting delivered like then a week after I ordered him. And I thought, wow, that was fast. Now, the Funko Europe depot is in the UK, right? And it's only like a 5-hour drive away from me. So it wasn't going to take long for him to get to mine. Then I looked on the tracking app. He was getting shipped off to Australia. Now, I'm from Liverpool, United Kingdom, not Liverpool, Australia. Right, this tracking app was sending him to Australia, Liverpool, and I was like, hang on a minute, he's getting put on a plane when he's only 5 hours down the road in a van. So I had to message Funko Europe being like, listen, you're going to the wrong place. You're making an unnecessary journey. You're off to somewhere else. And they were like, no, there's just a problem with the tracking app. And as soon as I got that email back saying there's a problem with the tracking app, I got a knock on the front door and there's the fella trying to shove him in my face. And because he was heavy, because like he comes in like this big box, and in an even bigger box. So then this fella was trying to pass me this Golden Freddy, statue, but he was heavy, and the fella weren't just passing him to me like gently. He was throwing him at me. So I was like trying to like grab a hold of him while he's trying to take a photo of me with this box, and he's just weighing a ton because the fella was also putting his weight on me because he was trying to pass me the box. So basically, he just caused absolute chaos for no reason whatsoever. But he's here, and he's doing exactly what he does. So now with that little story out the way, when this figurine first got revealed by Funko, people were like sort of like a bit iffy about him because he looked a bit too much like his Funko figure. At the time when he released, we were happy with it because it was like, oh wow, FNAF merch. But he was just a recolour of Freddy and his yellow was a bit off and he was just very plain and boring. He was Golden Freddy, but he wasn't. However, when you've got this actual figurine in front of you, he still sort of looks like his Funko figure, but the position of him just makes a total massive difference. Now with Funko, they have slightly changed his colour a little bit, I think, from his figurine. He's a little bit more of a darker yellow, a bit more accurate yellow. And he's got a bit of sort of withering that he has in the games. He's not exactly a complete recolour of Freddy. He still is, but he isn't. However, what I wish they would have done with this mould is lose the eyelids, as you can see there, because obviously he's got big just black holes on the Golden Freddy in the game. And I wish they would have had the little dot of white to his eyes. But other than that, he looks great. And it's mad how much a position of a character can change the actual how the figure looks. Because like I said, the figurine is just standing. He just looks like a recall of Freddy. However, in the statue version, yes, he still sort of looks like his Funko figure, but he looks so much different because he's sitting. He looks so much better. And I just think this statue is really nice. I like it. Don't get me wrong, you can pick it apart and say what you'd find wrong with it. However, overall, I think it's a nice looking statue. Now, like I said previously, he does weigh a ton. He's quite heavy, and that's because obviously his detail at the back, Funko haven't held back with the detail of his backdrop. They could have done easily, but they haven't. Like, don't get me wrong, it's still like basic, but if you have a look at them, they've got the little buttons, they've got the monitors, they've got the wires, they've got the cupcake. You've got your fan, your other monitors there, the speakers, and the side of the wall. Now, they could have just went really basic with it, do you know what I mean? Maybe added 1 or 2 monitors and a fan. That's it. But they haven't. They've added actually quite a few stuff there. Now, with the Golden Freddy, because he's a big bright yellow bear, every time you look at this statue, he's going to catch your eye. So they could have just left the year and background quite basic, but they haven't. Now, I have had this statue out a few times, mostly just to check if he's like, whether he's broken, whether he's alright, and obviously to look at him. However, what I did not notice when I first got him out is his jaw's wonky, and I like that. It gives that sort of deadish pose that he has in the game, and I really, really like it, and his head's on a slight tilt. Now I'm just looking at the figure and the Golden Freddy in the background, and there is a lot of difference between the two. Like, in the background, he just looks sort of very basic, plain, but when you've actually got him in real life, he's got a lot more detail to him, so that's great. And like I said, he weighs a ton. It would not kill him if he lost a bit of the dead weight. But yeah, that's the Funko Golden Freddy statue, and I think he looks great. He look boss on a display on a shelf and that, so I can't wait to get him up and displayed and that, because, like I said, he's a big yellow bear. You can't miss him. Your eye will always be directed to him. Oh my god. So this is the Foxy collectible statue, and I've just realised I've not had him out the box, so I had no idea what he looked like. I thought I'd checked him to see if he was fixed or not, but I actually haven't opened the box. And the reason behind that was because when he came, it was sort of the end of November, and my birthday's at the beginning of December, and we were planning on going on holiday for my birthday. So we were sorting out a holiday and my birthday at the time. So when the fella came with this, I sort of went, oh, Foxy's here. I'll have a look at him later, but never got round to it because I was a bit busy with the holiday. And oh my god, he's boss. Look the size of him. I did not expect him to look like that. Like, I mean, I did, but I didn't, if you know what I mean. Like, oh my god, he's actually so sick. And he's like I said, he's massive. He's got the "It's Me" sign at the front. Anyway, we'll get onto the statue in a minute. Let's have a look at the box. So, the box is literally just Foxy at the front and FiveNightsAtfreddys at the side. This was released in 2022. This is just one of the normal statues that they released. And I think I remember seeing the box in Worlds Apart, which is another store that's like our comic book store over here in England. And I remember thinking that box is massive. And he was like £70 there, or like £80 or something like that. So I didn't actually end up buying him because he was a bit expensive. Now, I got him for 40 quid on the Funko Europe website in like November or something like that. So I'm glad I sort of held back buying him because he was like a £40 extra in that shop. But oh my god, he's amazing. Now I want to see all the other statues, because these two are the only statues I've actually seen in real life of these Funko statues. I've only ever seen them on the website. I actually want to see the rest of them because the quality is actually so sick. Why doesn't Funko make more of these? They're actually so good. I'm sorry, but why didn't Funko start out with these? These are amazing. Like, I would fork out £40 every single time for one of these. They're worth it. Sorry, I'm just rushing to get onto this statue because he's sick. Like, you've got the wooden floor of a stage. You've got the stage, you've got obviously the tiles at there, got the "It's Me" sign. But Foxy himself, wow. Wow. Obviously he looks like his Funko figurine, which fair enough, I do not care because that figurine was actually quite sick. Mine's covered in blue dye because my pen leaked all over him in my pocket. Because at the time I was in school, and I used to stick him in my pocket every time I was to go to school, and unfortunately a blue pen leaked all over him. But no, he's boss. Like, I want to display him so bad. I can't right now, I'm supposed to do my bedroom up, so I've got to like put all these in boxes. But him and Golden Freddy, oh my god. So what the hell does that lefty one look like? Because the lefty figurine statue is apparently the best one they've made. So if Foxy looks like this, what the hell does Lefty look like? Because he's like, you've got like a hole at the top. Like there's a hole. Yeah. I'm just so made up with this. I did not expect them to be like this detailed. Oh, this is boss. Do you know what I'm deciding to do? I don't know whether it'd be a good idea, but I'm thinking putting like strips of LEDs around the inside of this just to give them like that sort of stage light, if you get me, to create that sort of shadow of him. Oh, it's a boss. Like I said, why hasn't Funko made more of these? These are... Sorry, I've just got no sort of words to say, because with the Golden Freddy statue, I'd already seen it, so I can sort of like come up with a critique and point out like the details on it and that. But this is my first reaction to seeing him. So like, I've got really nothing bad to say because I'm just first time seeing him, and first good impression, I'll give them that. Like, obviously, I think I've got to say the same thing that I said about the Golden Freddy Funko Pop. If I wanted to like criticise this, I think I'd have to get nitpicky. Like the paint application there on the tooth is slightly on the red, but that's it because this is boss. Like, my first reaction to this is boss. I've got no complaints about it. Do you know what I mean? I might make another video, another short, maybe a YouTube short or a TikTok, going over a bit more in detail about maybe the critiques of this statue when I've sort of like looked at him a little bit more and settled down a little bit. But right now I just can't find anything bad to say about him because it's not lacking in detail. It's not lacking in detail at all. Because it's not lacking in detail, like not at all. It's got what it needs. Because Foxy's, you got his Foxy stage, you got his curtains, Pirate's Cove. There's not a more you could add to this statue to make it better. Do you know what I mean? It's fine the way it is. Oh, Funko, I'm telling you now, you need to make more of these statues before you lose the license because these are sick. I've got to admit, these are sick. What? Why would they go around creating bloody Shamrock Freddy when they could have been creating this? Do you know what I mean? Like, look, like, there's so many other, like, FNAF characters that I think will look absolutely amazing as a statue. Like, imagine Withered Freddy coming through the FNAF 2 office. Just imagine that as a statue. Or, like, Springtrap trying to open up his mask. Like, that would also be a sick statue. Like, there's so much Funko could do with these statues, and they're worth the money as well, because look at this. Sorry, I'm just realising I'd probably say, like, well, I'm glazing Funko. Yeah, I fucking am. Look at it. Don't get me wrong, I've got a lot to criticise about Funko, and I always will say something about Funko. But this, I've got nothing bad to say about them with this. The statues are great. I've actually absolutely pulled the finger out with this. Pulled the finger out with the Golden Freddy statue, and I've pulled the finger out with the Golden Freddy Funko. I've got nothing to criticise them about. That's the Foxy statue. That's literally all I've got to say about this because I've got nothing bad to say. I think it's easier to say something bad about something than to say something good about something. Do you know what I mean? When you've got something good to say about it, all you have to do is show it off. You just say, oh my god, this is amazing, and show it off. Nothing better than to show off something that looks amazing, is it? Got a bit overexcited there with Foxy, didn't I? Sorry about that, but I think it was justified, the reaction. It was a first time seeing him. He was boss. But yeah, that's my Funko haul. And like I said, this video was meant to be something totally different. It was meant to be the 10th anniversary Funko releases. But like I said, I couldn't get my hands on the marionette or the Funko Golden Freddy plush, which is a shame because these are amazing. These were a great release for the 10th anniversary. I think it's some of the best merch that Funko's released in the past few years. They sort of went down the rabbit hole of FNAF AR, wasn't it? FNAF Special Delivery. And it sort of made fans think, what the hell are these doing here? They've really pulled the finger out with the 10th anniversary. And it's a shame. It kind of makes it a shame that they're losing the license because if they carried on like this with consistent merch like this, I think Funko would have been a lot more, well, better perceived by the fans towards the end. Now, obviously, you've got the statues here that were starting getting released. And I just don't get why they didn't start with these because these are amazing. I just don't get why they went down the FNAF AR route when they could have been releasing statues like this. Like I said, imagine a Withered Freddy coming out of the office statue like this. I get why they might have done it because it's money, and obviously these molds, these statues are from the figurines, so it's slightly cheaper to make. So making something like Withered Freddy might be a little bit more expensive because they haven't got a mold for him. But yeah, no, I just think Funko really needs to capitalise on these statues, yeah, because they are great. Obviously, you've got your standard Funko Pops and you'll always release them, but I think they did miss the mark by not capitalising on these type of statues more, because if these look like this, I can't imagine what that lefty one looks like. They're probably really good. Same with the Glamrock Freddy statue and the Vanny statue. I would love to get my hands on them because they're worth it. They look great. And like I said previously in the video, I don't tend to compliment Funko simply because I think they're lazy. Well, they did get really lazy with Five Nights at Freddy's merch. So this is a nice surprise for me. This is a nice change. I'm really, really happy. And they've exceeded any expectations I had. So yeah, that's my Funko haul. Let me know what Funko merch out of these three was your favourite, and let me know what Funko merch you are desperately trying to get your hands on. For me, it's the Funko Golden Freddy plush because Golden Freddy is my favourite character, and I wasn't able to get his plush when he first came out back in 2015 or something. So it'd be nice to get that one. Thank you for watching, and have a nice rest of your day.